a lot of people, when they say I love people, sometimes it's a throwaway line, but with you, it's not, because of some of your past. You have been a military chaplain, correct?
That's correct.
And actually trying to help those that are in discomfort. So it's something that you have had a lot of time at working at and doing. Can you explain a little bit about that? Because when I heard the story, it really, I thought it was something that I think you need to talk about a little bit more, because I'm not so sure a lot of people know that.
Well, actually, I was drafted into the military during the time of the Vietnam buildup. And when I graduated from my advanced training, my orders were for Europe rather than for Vietnam. 95% of our graduating group went to Vietnam, and I went to Europe. And when I got there, my wife and I lived in with our commander's children, because his wife was in the hospital dying from cancer. And during the process, she passed away. And the commander said to me, "Hurst, I think you would make a great chaplain. Most of our chaplains are going to Vietnam, and we have no chaplains here." But I said to him, I really am not a military person. And so it wasn't long after that he invited me back to meet with him. And he said, "We can give you a European discharge. I have a friend who runs a seminary in Switzerland." And so eventually we made a decision and packed up our Volkswagen Beetle and put our trunk on top and down through the Black Forest to Switzerland. And I hadn't been at the seminary very long when I got a phone call, and it was Colonel Cavender. And he said our chaplain that was going to come to the Landstuhl Medical Center isn't going to be able to come. We need you. And I said, "I'm not ready." And he said, "Hurst, you're ready." And so that was the beginning of the process of serving as a chaplain, which I did for some time. But it was just that one time in my life. When I came back, I really wanted not to be a different person, but not have the title of a chaplain or a pastor, but to be a person in the community that would be there to help others. In fact, during that time, it was really a tough time for our nation, because it was the Vietnam War that was tearing us apart. The racial situation in our country was very bad. And this black woman came and sang in the chapel, and she sang the song, "If I can help somebody as I go my way, then my living shall not be in vain." And I knew it, but that just hit me at that point, that this was my life, was to help other people.
GrokTV.